There's nowhere over there to grab. Hold on, I gotta remember how to do this. I can just probably... No, I don't have enough damage. I don't have enough health to damage boost up there. Oh, I see it. I see it. Never mind. Herp derp, there's a wall here. So we can do this. Gotcha, gotcha. Now there's this man. Look what I did. Oh, that damage comes out fast, too. So, we want to... Even though this thing is literally sitting under a bath of lava, we're safe to grab it and roll it and then shoot it up there. So now we can get under the lava bath. There we go. And now we want to jump up here. Pull this back here. Fortunately, the gameplay in Ori at the end of the game is pretty strong. This last level, I mentioned that... Is it gonna... Oh, we gotta pull it back, actually. We gotta put it up at the very top. I mentioned that I kinda had to recalibrate my expectations a little bit, but then I didn't go into detail because I wanted to rant about revival mechanics a little bit more. No, no, no. Not there. Harumph! Because it's not a linear level, because it's got all these different paths, it reminds me of... Another save over here. Why not? I see what we need to do. Okay, I see what I did wrong. We need to do this. We need to pull this out the way. Then we need to pull him over and launch him up from there. There's a level in Yoshi's Island called Marching Mildy's Fort, which inspired me to make a Mario Maker level. I made a Mario Maker level, kind of a similar design, called Is Mildy Home? And where instead of being a linear level, like the bulk of... Oh no, I don't want this over here. I want this over where I had it. So I can easily launch the rock up there. No, no, no. That's bad and wrong. That's bad and wrong. But instead of being a linear level, it's got like multiple side paths, and you have to clear them all to beat the level. Look what I did. Launched myself right into the lava. Up here is where I want you. Right there. Now we can go. And the reason is each of the parts of the level has a key, and you need 4 keys to reach the boss of the level. But it's very different structure from the rest of Yoshi's Island. It's very different because every other level in the game is just a linear level, like you just go from start to finish, more or less. Some levels are mazes, some levels have puzzles, but for the most part, most of them are linear. And it's kind of how the levels in Ori are, too. Most of the levels are pretty linear. You go in, there's a path you have to take. The path is not always straight. I can make this. Go, 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 go! We out. Alright, now I can go to the bottom, but first I'm going to take this bluebee. So it wasn't an unwelcome change of structure. Like, I dug it. I got it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, there's nothing down here. That room's optional. There ain't nothing down here. So what we need to do is go this way. I didn't realize that room was optional. That's cool. This area down here is not optional, though. As we head on towards one of the last areas of the game. Yeah, this kill room here, this is not optional. Let's kill him with spirit explosions. I kind of want to stay in the middle of this room. Oh, we got him. That was it. Door's opening. Woo! I kind of wanted to stay in the middle of that room so those guys couldn't, those like mortar monsters couldn't get me, but they got me anyway. It was not to be. And I think we want to go this way. Yeah, into here. We're very close to the end now. And you know what that means, coming to the end of a dungeon proper in Ori and the Blind Forests. And then the ending is... the ending would have been wonderful if not for the miraculous revival, but... Alright, so, escape sequence, take 3. So the idea here is that each of these... Again, I practiced a little bit before I recording. The idea is that Kuro is right behind you, and if you take too long in any of these individual areas, Kuro wrecks your stuff, yo. Ruins your life. Pushes your face in. Right here we want to dash, grab the wall. Oh, I grabbed it too low. You got to grab the wall so you can launch yourself through that barrier. I do not know how difficult this is without triple jump. I've thankfully had triple jump every time I've done this area. So for a lot of these early areas, you can kind of just hold forward and get it done. Oh, we want to super jump here, I think. Yeah, that's what we want. That lets us get through here a cycle earlier. But this is what counts as the last boss in Ori. There we go. Up and over this guy. He didn't shoot me! I was expecting a shot, and instead of a shot, either he paused or I had the timing wrong, and I ended up inside of his hitbox instead. Oh well. This, surprisingly, is not the hardest of the escape sequences. I really think the Ginso tree is the hardest. Probably not by a wide margin, because this right here, grabbing this wall in just the right spot, is a little tricky. Okay, we're almost there. What's next? Okay, we want to touch our feather as little as possible in this area. We gotta get down into this water. Which is water inside a volcano, which makes perfect sense. And now we go up, dodging... Damn it, I was too slow. I guess we have to go to that... Yeah, we gotta go to that bottom path there. Ugh! I did, I just practiced a little bit, but... Just a little bit of time between when I practiced it and started recording till now. My memory has failed me. And that's the real issue with these escape sequences is... It's just trial and error, it's just memorize, 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 and I'm not a fan of that kind of gameplay. Ori, why? We're not going to make it now. Triple jump! His feather didn't come out. Sometimes you can hold the feather and you'll get it as soon as he's able to pull it out, he'll pull it out. Sometimes you have to release the trigger and then push it again. If I had had my controller recorder on screen, you'd see I was holding my right trigger that entire time and his feather didn't come out. And I didn't realize his feather hadn't come out because of the game's visual busyness. Everything about the art direction works against the game here. Too slow. Because I was talking and my super jump didn't come out in time. Oh, wow. Wow, I'm way off kilter. Jumped it way the wrong time there. Also, the camera right there. Did you notice the camera focuses on the owl lady and not on Ori right there? So, even though you have a narrow time window to make that super jump, climb a little bit, to make that super jump, part of that time window is eaten up by waiting for the camera, like again right there. I had to kind of slow down, not because there was a danger in front of me, But because the camera wasn't showing what was ahead, the camera wanted to focus on Koru. Another example of the art direction trumping gameplay here. So we can go up, dodging these, go in here, go up here, whoa, triple jump. Oh, I didn't need triple jump there. That is the end, I do believe. Yes. That was, what, 4 tries? That's not bad. That's way better than the 47 tries it took me the first time I went through the game. Whew. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just go ahead and let him die. Who cares? Just have the guy come by with the magnet bucket later. He'll be fine. And that's the problem with the ending, is the ending, like, at the beginning of the game, they blew up a balloon, right? Filled with your emotional weights, okay? And it blows up, and it expands, and the stakes are high, and, like, everything matters. But then you get to the end, and they do this little fake out where, oh, is Ori dead? Koru left him to burn. But it doesn't matter, because we know that Gumo is out there holding the magic revival stone. Then they do the second fake out, where the owl demon grabs him. And oh, is he dead now? But again, it doesn't matter. Just come on back and revive him. There's a short sequence here where we have to play as Ori's mom. Have her kind of trundle along. But even this doesn't work, because the only reason she's here is because, oh, there's a magic revival stone. And it is the mother's love. Like, I don't we don't need to explain it anymore. You can see what's happening on screen. But it just doesn't work. The whole ending is like that balloon blows up at the beginning, and then it just deflates. Totally deflates. Because we know death is meaningless in this world. The last level is really strong. The escape sequence, it's shorter, I feel. I feel like the Ginso tree is the hardest one because it's the longest one. That one was kind of short, thankfully. But again, I'm not crazy about the escape sequences in this game. I wouldn't replace them with traditional boss fights. Like, I'm not saying that Ori... I don't like the escape sequences because that they replace the boss fights in the game. The game's not stronger with boss fights. That's kind of... In fact, the few rooms where they do lock you in the room until you kill the the burrowing monster guy that pops out of the ground, those are really weak in my opinion. Because it's like, we have to stop and kill this guy? Really? Oh look, the villain sacrificed herself at the end. Isn't that wonderful? It doesn't matter. Let's just bring her back to life. Doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Ugh. It's a pretty ending, though. And then there's one last emotional gut punch at the end. Which... deflated balloon, but still. This was Ori and the Blind Forest. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did come around to enjoying this game. My first test play happened on stream, and my stream regulars are not going to believe me when I say this. They're all going to call me a damn liar and put some PJ Salt down in the comments, but I have less patience for games while I'm streaming them because I'm live and I have an audience, and it's like, I have like anxiety issues, and one of those anxiety issues is like, telephone, go away. No. One of those anxiety issues is I forget to mute my telephone before I start playing the game. Oh. Anyway, one of those anxiety issues is like when I feel like I'm doing a bad job, I feel there's more and more pressure to do a good job, which saps the enjoyment out of what I'm doing a little bit. and increases the amount of stress that I'm under, which caused me to get more frustrated with games faster while I'm streaming them than when I'm not. So, my first test play at Ori and the Blind Forest, I was kind of sour on it at the end. I played all the way up through the Misty Woods, the dark level with no map, and it was a good 6-hour stream. That took me a hot minute to get that far, and we enjoyed parts of it, but then with the Ginso tree, it was like, ugh, why? Why is this my life? That took like a million tries, and I got a little salty. If I had just like been on my couch, kind of relaxed, you know, with an ice cold delicious Pepsi next to me, I probably would not have had that experience. And then when I went back to play the second half of the game, I did that off stream. My first test play I finished up, and I was fine with it, even though there's 2 more escape sequences, even though I had to puzzle out the stealth sequence, even though there was a lot of levels I had to play. It helped that the first level I played, when I picked up that first test play, was my favorite level in the game. I was so wowed by that level that I was re-energized to get back into Ori. And then a few days later, I did my second test play, which went real smoothly. One sitting, a couple of hours. I don't know how long this game took me. Let's see. Not really sure. Probably 4.5, 5 hours, I would say, this took me start to finish to record this. I don't know. I don't have a timer on screen, and I don't keep good notes about how long the previous segments were, so who knows? I am the least organized man ever. The game does get more enjoyable the more you play it. I would not recommend it to people who, like me, who play these 2D exploration games for the gameplay. If you want the gameplay to be on point, it's not that the gameplay in Ori is bad, it's that it's not very imaginative. You're not going to see a lot new here that you didn't already see. You've played a million Metroidvania games that have level up systems, that have perks, that have double jump, wall jump, climb, super jump, slow fall. If you're in it just for the gameplay, what you want is Guacamelee or Axiom Verge, both of which I need to probably Let's Play now. Let's put those on the docket for the near future, I guess. I tried recording Guacamelee once. Oh my god, I forgot all about this. I did. I sat down and tried recording it, and what happened? Why was that footage unusable? I don't remember now. I remember recording it though because I kind of decided I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try recording in strict 1 hour blocks. So at the beginning of the recording, I said, alright guys, I got a baked potato in the oven for lunch, and when it's done, I gotta stop recording. I didn't have a baked potato though, that was a goddamn lie. But it was just a funny way for me to say, in 1 hour, we're gonna save and quit. Because I think I had just lost 3 hours of Sheeran the Wanderer footage that I recorded, because the screen recorder that I use, Bandicam, sometimes doesn't like huge blocks of footage like that. I sat down and recorded Sheeran the Wanderer for 3 hours, and the footage got corrupted, and I couldn't salvage it. And so I decided from now on, 1 hour or so is about as long as I'll go. And the first game I tried to record after that was Guacamelee, and I made up that baked potato story. I really want a baked potato now. I'll bet I got potatoes in there. I'm gonna make me one. Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, if it wasn't for that... Why did that Guacamelee footage get corrupted? I remember! Okay, I remember. Because I was trying to record it full screen with Bandicam. But Bandicam, the setting was only set to record a certain resolution. And it was a smaller resolution than my full screen, which is 1080p. And... so it only recorded a tiny window in the very middle of my HD full screen window. Oh my god, I'm terrible and I can't do anything right. Thanks so much for watching Ori and the Blind Forest, guys. I hope you had an enjoyable time. If you're a hardcore Ori fan, I hope you didn't take my criticisms of the game too strongly. I do feel like this game could have been much, much more than it was. If only. Maybe they'll do Ori and the Blind Forest 2, and all of my criticisms will be addressed. If so, you'll see it on this channel. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe and like if you haven't already. I'll see you tomorrow for the next Let's Play. Shoutouts to Bob, who sponsored this video, and to everybody who helps make my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.